Nottingham Trent University's animal management lecturer has brought out a new short form series all about the wildlife he encountered whilst on his travels around the Southern Hemisphere. Matt Norris, who's also a wildlife vlogger, has made 42 episodes of short 1-minute videos and he's posted them on TikTok to display all the different exotic and unique animals that he's come across. Today, Matt's releasing the third one of the series, all about the Sri Lankan jungle fowl. Have a look at this.
All right, so at the minute, I'm in Sri Lanka, currently at Wilpattu National Park in the northwest of the island. This dude is super friendly, as you can see. So this chap here is a Sri Lankan jungle fowl. All right, so Sri Lankan jungle fowl might look a little bit like chickens to you guys, and that is essentially because they basically are. So all domestic chickens nowadays are domesticated from what were jungle fowl back in the day, and most chickens are derived from a combination of red, grey and green jungle fowl that are found in most of Asia, whereas these guys, as you might have guessed by the name, are just native to Sri Lanka. Both of these guys here are males, or cockerels essentially, and the cockerels, just as you would see in chickens, are more flamboyantly coloured than the hens.
Well, Matt is here now to tell us all about it. Matt Norris, Animal Man, thank you for coming on the show. So you used to come on the show from the NTU, where you'd have all the creatures, and then you went away on your travels. We haven't seen you for ages. So yeah, how was it? How was travelling?
Oh yeah, it was great. I mean, it burnt quite a sizable hole in my wallet, but no, it was really enjoyable. I absolutely love traveling, seeing wild animals. So it was something I'd wanted to do for years. Obviously, COVID stuck it on the back burner a little bit, but it was great fun. And yeah, as I went round seeing all the animals that I was interested in, I thought, well, I used to make videos of the captive animals, and they went down a hit with viewers. So why not do some with some wild animals and educate people about some of the exotic species I was seeing on the trip?
So what was the animal before you went out travelling? What was the one animal that you really wanted to see, and did you get to see it?
Oh, what a question. Yes. So the species I most wanted to see was actually an African wild dog, which the name doesn't make them sound particularly interesting, but they're kind of, they're not really closely related to dogs or wolves as such. They're really quite unique, and they've got this beautiful kind of piebald-like pattern. And I was able to see those while I was in Southern Africa, which was amazing. And there will be a video on those to follow. I think it's probably about video number 20 or something like that. But I'll get to releasing that eventually as well.
Now, you know, there are people in domestic life who are scared of spiders or wasps and things like that. However, you are going to these exotic locations, and as we saw then, you're getting really close to these creatures. I mean, how easy is that for you, and also how unnerving is it in certain situations?
Well, I guess it always depends on the species as such. Now, a lot of the ones that I'm able to get close to are ones that will be quite well habituated to people. So I can see at the minute you're showing some clips of some of the Cape ground squirrels that I saw, and just like the Sri Lankan jungle fowl, they become very, very accustomed to people, and they'll kind of come up because they're looking for food already. And so those ones I'm able to get very close to because they want to get close to me essentially. But yeah, for any of the ones that are a little bit more dangerous, like your venomous snakes, you always want to make sure that you're definitely sure that you are safe. Obviously, I've got experience with lots of exotic animals, so I know when I can kind of push my luck and get a little bit closer, and when I want to just film them from a distance.
Now, obviously, the African wild dog is the one you wanted to see, but was there any encounters that have really stood out for you? Have you got a favourite memory?
Oh, that is a fantastic question. You know what? I think actually a lot of my journeys in Madagascar were real highlights, and getting close to a lot of the chameleons that you see there. Now, lots of these chameleons you can actually get in the pet trade, and so people would probably be used to seeing them if they're accustomed to keeping pet lizards in captivity. But for me, it was fantastic to be able to see these animals in the wild instead of in a captive setting. So yeah, lots of the chameleons in Madagascar, and also the lemurs were just incredible. So it felt like being inside one of David Attenborough's documentaries, really, when I was getting a chance to witness those. So I think, yeah, the Madagascar wildlife for the most part was a definite highlight all round.
But that's the thing, you say it there, you know, we watch these documentaries and we know that's probably the closest we're going to get. So for you to live this is incredible, but also you're sharing it with us as well. So where can we watch your videos and what can we expect?
Right, so you can watch them on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and also I'm releasing them on YouTube Shorts. So they're all 1 minute long episodes. In total, I've got, I think, 42 in total. So yeah, you can find me on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, then you can find me on Instagram. Similarly, you can watch on YouTube Shorts. And my handle is Matthew DV Norris, which is basically just my name with my two middle name initials stuck in the middle.
Brilliant. And what are your next plans then? Because I guess once you've done this, you don't just want to sit at home and twiddle your thumbs. I bet you're itching to get out again, aren't you?
Oh yes, I definitely am. So first, it's just a case of saving the money, as is always the case, and then the hope for next year is to get back to the Southern Hemisphere. I want to go back to Australia, where I've had a lot of experience before, and also Vanuatu, which is an island most people haven't heard of, but it's basically in the South Pacific. It's quite close to Fiji as well. So those are my next two destinations where I'm hoping to venture.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Emma. It's really good to talk to you again. Thanks for coming back on.
You too. Cheers, Al.
Right, time for your sport